And then we made the discovery. So we carried them to the city cesspool. It was on the spring before last. We were with Union 53992, they of the half-brain, and with International 48818. Union 53992 are a sickly lad and sometimes stricken with convulsions, but International 48818 are different. We cannot look upon International 48818 and not smile, for they were not liked in the home of the students. And they were also not liked because they took pieces of coal and drew pictures on the wall.
Street sweeper.
They were pictures that made men laugh, but only our brothers in the home of the artists are permitted to draw pictures. So International 48818 was sent to the home of the street sweepers, like ourselves. International 48818 and we are friends. This is an evil thing to say, for it is a great transgression. The great transgression of preference, to love any among men better than the others, since we must love all men, and all men are our friends. So International 48818 and we have never spoken of it. But we both know other things also, strange, wordless things that frighten us. So, on that day of spring before last, Union 53992 was stricken with a convulsion on the edge of the city near the city theatre. We left them to lie in the shade of the theatre tent, and we went with International 48818 to finish our work. We came together to the great ravine behind the theatre. Beyond the ravine there is a plain, and beyond the plain there lies the uncharted forest, about which we must not think. We were to gather the paper and rags which the wind had blown from the theatre. We saw an iron bar among the weeds. It was old and rusted from many rains. We could not move it, so we called International 48818. We scraped the earth around the bar. All of a sudden, the earth fell in before us. International 48818 stepped back, but we pulled at the grill and it gave way. We shall go down. It is forbidden. The council does not know of this hole, so it cannot be forbidden. Since the council does not know of this hole, there can be no law permitting to enter it. And everything that is not permitted is forbidden. We shall go nonetheless. They were frightened, but they stood and watched us go. We could see nothing below us. And above us, the hole open upon the sky grew smaller and smaller, till it came to the size of a button. But still we went down. Then our foot touched the ground. We rubbed our eyes, for we could not see. Then our eyes became used to the darkness, but we could not believe what we saw. No men known to us could have built this place, nor the men known to our brothers who lived before us. And yet it was built by men. Its walls were hard and smooth to the touch. It felt like stone, but it was not stone. We knelt and we crawled forward, our hand groping along the iron line to see where it would lead. But there was an unbroken night ahead. Only the iron tracks glowed through it, straight and white, calling us to follow. But we could not follow, for we were losing the puddle of light behind us. So we turned and we crawled back, our hand on the iron line, and our heartbeat in our fingertips, without reason. And then we knew. We knew suddenly that this place was left from the unmentionable times. So it was true. Those times had been. And all the wonders of those times. Hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, men knew secrets which we have lost. And we thought, this is a foul place. They are damned who touch the things of the unmentionable times. But our hand which followed the track as we crawled clung to the iron as if it would not leave it, as if the skin of our hand were thirsty and begging of the metal, some secret fluid beating in its coldness. We returned to the earth. International 48818 looked upon us and stepped back. Equality 72521, your face is white. We shall report our fine to the city council, and both of us will be rewarded. We shall not report our fine to the city council. We shall not report it to any men. They raised their hands to their ears, for they had never heard such words as these. International 48818, will you report us to the council and see us lashed to death before your eyes? Rather would we die. Then keep silent. This place is ours. This place belongs to us. Equality 72521 and no other men on earth. And if ever we surrender it, we shall surrender our life with it also. The will of the council is above all things, for it is the will of our brothers which is holy. But if you wish it so, we shall obey you. Rather shall we be evil with you than good with all our brothers. May the council have mercy upon both our hearts. Then we walked away together and back to the home of the street sweepers, and we walked in silence.